Night Court, Tuesday at 8/7 Central on
Live. See them on Ksee 24 News or online at yourcentralvalley.com. Powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News at 11.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Juanita Adama in for Jennifer Ortega. A shooting has left 3 people injured this evening. The shooting happened in a Fresno neighborhood. Now that shooting took place sometime after 5 this evening in the areas of Grant and 4th Streets. Fresno police were alerted to a 7-round shot spotter activation. And when police arrived, they were flagged down by a group of people who said someone had been shot in the chest. That person was transported to CRMC and underwent surgery. He remains in critical condition. 2 more victims were later discovered. One had been shot in the elbow and the other in the rear.
We do not know if this incident is gang related. Our magic team was out here and we're trying to ascertain if that was a factor in this incident. But at this point, we do believe that there is some type of familiarity between our victims and our suspects.
Officers blocked off the area for several hours as they looked for evidence. Police did detain a man they believe is related to the shooting. Anyone with information is asked to call the Fresno Police Department. Well, 2 people are dead this evening following a traffic accident in Fresno County. The accident, which involved a train, happened in Conejo Avenue just west of Peach. Investigators said the occupants of a car, a man and a woman, were pronounced dead on scene. The impact from the train was so massive that the bodies of the couple had to be extricated by the fire department. Investigators said it was a cargo train that was over 4,000 feet long and had a total of 52 boxcars, so it was difficult for that train to stop in time.
The train was traveling northbound, and it is believed that the crossing arms were down and the red lights were functioning properly prior to the collision.
HP investigators said there were cameras nearby at the time of the accident. They plan to obtain those cameras and figure out why that vehicle crossed into the path of that train. Well, it's been 4 months since 15-year-old Hoover High student Rashad Al-Hakim was hit and killed by a car outside of his high school. His family continues to mourn his loss as well as keep his memory alive. Ksee 24's Rhett Rodriguez joins us in studio with more.
Juanita, Rashad Al-Hakim Jr. was killed 4 years ago, and today they're remembering the life of the guy taken too soon. Rashad Al-Hakim Jr. was struck in front of Hoover High School. He was rushed to the hospital, but died a week after the crash. On Sunday, his family gathered around to watch as a mural was painted to honor the young life cut short.
It's going to be hard, but it's going to be another place we can grieve and, come show love as family, friends, and another gathering place for us, and, just something that we can remember him by,
Al-Hakim Jr.'s smiling face lit up the building. His family told stories and watched Omar Huerta captivate his smile.
That's the most important part. I get to give back. Not only am I a hard-on artist, but I do try to be there for the community, and this is one way for me to donate and be there and to support.
The family says the mural is a reminder of a boy who had his whole life ahead of him.
It's a symbol for my nephew and for him not to be forgotten. The most important thing is that we don't want his face forgotten. We don't want his story to be forgotten.
Lisa Spoors is accused of driving under the influence and killing the teen. Spoors was officially charged 2 months after the incident and has since posted bail. The Hakim family says they will never be the same.
It is extremely heart-wrenching. It's a struggle. It's so painful. It's like my soul just been ripped apart, crushed. It's extremely painful.
Lisa Spoors' next court appearance is scheduled for March 2nd. Live in the studio, Rhett Rodriguez, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Thanks, Rhett. Well, take a look at Fresno's Tower District this afternoon. This was another Mardi Gras parade that took place in the Tower District. This one was open to everyone. Fresno City Council members Analisa Perea and Miguel Arias attended the parade to help celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Mardi Gras parades. Now, they said the celebration was extra special this year because of the Tower Theater. It was at the center of the district controversy, but now it belongs to the city.
It's really the legacy of the community making that we've established here in the Tower District. The folks know that this is a safe place to gather, a safe place to have fun, and just a family-friendly event that we are just so honored to be able to carry on the tradition for now the 25th year in a row.
Its Mardi Gras theme was Keep Tower Weird. Fresno, we have 43 in Merced, 49 in Fresno, 44 in Visalia, 42 in Porterville, and 42 also in Lemoore. And here's a look at your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Baz Allergy. Top pollens are elm, juniper. Looks like we're going to have some low levels for the next couple of days. Your complete forecast is coming up after this.
The 6 pillars of character support student academics and their personal development.
Through Your Character Matters, the Tulare County Office of Education and Ksee 24 bring you stories of students living these values.
Each week, you'll meet great role models with inspiring stories
of community service, standing up for others, and preparing themselves for the future.
We're proud to share these stories of young people changing the world for the better.
Your Character Matters, Tuesdays at 5 on Ksee 24, local news that matters.
You go by lots of titles. Veteran, son, dad.
It's time to get up.
No. Hairstylist and cheerleader. So adding a student title might feel overwhelming. But what if a school could be there for all of you?
Good to see you.
Career, family, finances, and mental health.
It's coming along.
Well, it can. National University, supporting the whole you.
Like, we so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS.
Like,
and Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer.
The crowd go crazy.
The RS family of Chevy SUVs. Definitely worth a follow. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2023 Equinox models, or current competitive owners get $1,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Equinox models. Visit your participating Central Valley Chevrolet dealers.
Adventure continues at the Best RV Center in Turlock. Voted #1 selling RV dealer in California, Best RV offers a huge selection of new and used RVs at the lowest prices with no hidden fees. From Class A, B, and C to travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more, Best RV is committed to getting your dreams on the road. Now extended through February, take advantage of even bigger discounts with Best RV's continued blowout sales event. For the best selection at the best prices on all current inventory, visit bestrv.com today.
If you've been hurt by a big truck, call us. We're on top of it. Life-changing injuries can mean life-changing money, and we'll fight to get it for you.
Call 1-877-DUNION, DUNNION.
There are terrific stories highlighting education across the valley. The Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and Ksee 24 are committed to sharing these achievements.
Education matters.
Mondays at 6:30.
Made possible by EECU, Fresno State, and Chevron.
Welcome back to your local weather authority. Here are our weather headlines for this week. It's going to be mid-60s, high 50s this week. Sunny a few days, increasing clouds are coming this week. There is a chance of showers as well. As you can see, temperatures right now, 43 in Merced, 49 in Fresno, 44 in Visalia, 46 in Hanford. And we're also looking at our future cast. Everything looks clear, but there are some clouds that we will be coming in the next 48 hours. So we will see those by Tuesday at noon. And here is a look at our Valley Cam sponsored by Eagle Mountain Casino. Everything looks clear. This is our Cahuilla Health, looking out from Cahuilla Health in Visalia. Clear night this evening. So we are also looking here at our almanac. As you can see today, the high was 66, the low was 36, the average high was 62, the low 44. The record was set back in 1977, 79 degrees. degrees. 1913, it was 28 degrees. And looking at our live radar, as you can see, everything is also clear across the entire Central Valley. So here is a look at our air quality. Everything is moderate in Merced, Madera, Fresno. No burning unless you're registered. Kings and Tulare, and in the Sequoia National Park, it will be good air quality, so we're looking at that. Overnight lows, Squaw Valley 40, Selma 36, Fresno 40, Oakhurst 38. You can see 30s all across the board, 37 in Chowchilla, 35 in Dos Palos. Forecast tonight, Fresno and Clovis 40 degrees. There's going to be partly cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. Winds light and variable. In the winds coming out of the east at 4 miles an hour. Partly cloudy as well. And we are also going to be looking at our forecast for tomorrow. Fresno and Clovis 67 degrees. A few clouds early, otherwise mostly sunny. High around 67 degrees. And we're going to look at our 5-day forecast here. It's going to be sunny on Monday. Expect some showers Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Partly cloudy on Friday afternoon. And coming up next in sports, a former Bulldog participated in the NBA All-Star Game today. Angelique Martinez joins us now with more.
Yeah, Juanita, PG-13 represented the Bulldogs and the Clippers at the 2023 All-Star Game in Salt Lake City. Coming up, a look at Paul George's performance at the All-Star Game, plus Fresno State baseball and softball both in action as well. That's coming up next in Sports Central.
Start your day with Ksee 24 to get all the local news that matters on Ksee Sunrise. Ksee 24 News is always available at the new yourcentralvalley.com.
Ashley's President's Day sale is here. This week only, shop President's Day doorbusters. Reduced prices store-wide and get 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, Saturday through Monday, the first 25 guests will receive $100 Ashley cash and a chance to win $500 Ashley cash. Only at Ashley.
News Nation exposed Mexican drug cartels invading our hometowns. Now, have they infiltrated our military too? The man who helped bring down El Chapo says yes. Our exclusive Cartels in America investigation continues. Monday on Cuomo. Special guest Bill O'Reilly on Cuomo.
Time for my weekly dose of perspective.
TV's liveliest, most honest debate.
Let me remind you of something, Cuomo. Please.
Monday at 8, 7 Central.
I'm hitting you with facts, Cuomo. Hold on.
Only on News Nation.
Why is everyone voting Honda for President's Day? Ask anyone who owns a Honda.
I feel confident every time I get in this car.
They're dependable. Very dependable. And you can haul a lot of stuff.
Don't miss 2 weeks of presidential deals on Honda. Legendary for fuel efficiency and America's top brand for value. With new SUVs arriving daily at special President's Day sales event savings, now's the winning time to buy or reserve your Honda.
I would expect this car to last longer than I'm going to last.
See your Central Valley Honda dealer today.
It's go time. The President's Day Sell-a-thon is on at your California Ford dealer. With a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery, it's go time. Now get an extra $1,000 cash on our lineup of Ford SUVs. Your choice: Escape, Bronco Sport, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Don't wait, California, because it's go time during the President's Day Sell-a-thon at your California Ford dealers. Now get a low APR of 1.9% for 60 months plus $1,000 cash on the 2022 Ford Explorer. Hurry, it all ends February 20th.
February at Table Mountain Casino Resort has got us straight tripping. All month long, you could win a vacation package to Tenaya Lodge, Napa Valley, a Disney resort, or even a cruise. Earn 1 entry for every 200 points earned. Drawings are every Friday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Your next adventure is at Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Right now, enjoy a McDouble, McChicken, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Mix and match any 2 for just $3.99 and pair it with a soft drink like a Dr. Pepper.
KFC's done the math for you, and we have the answer for a great deal on your next meal. It's our 9-piece double mash meal for just $21.99. Start with 9 of the Colonel's world-famous drumsticks and thighs. Add 4 hot home-style biscuits plus 2 large mashed potatoes with gravy, and it all equals a delicious meal everyone will love. Math has never been so easy or appetizing. The answer is KFC's 9-piece double mash meal for just $21.99. It all adds up. Stop by today, only at KFC.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is here to give you the best night's sleep. Save $1,000 on select mattresses. Hurry into America's #1 furniture and mattress store or visit Ashley.com for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Former Fresno State basketball star Paul George appeared in his 8th career All-Star game on Sunday. The ex-Bulldog is averaging 23 points and 6 rebounds per game.
My 3rd pick, because this is a family-oriented game, I'm going to go with PG-13, Paul George.
Former Bulldog Paul George was drafted live on TV to Team LeBron. PG-13 finished his 8th All-Star game with 8 points and 2 rebounds. George played 17.5 minutes, but he went 0 for 9 from downtown. Team Giannis beat Team LeBron 184 to 175. Jason Tatum won the All-Star MVP award, dropping 55 points in the victory to set a new All-Star record. Checking in with the U.S. women's national team, Fresno native and Bullard graduate Lynn Williams nearly scored. Her shot was deflected by bouncing off the crossbar. Williams was named a starter in Sunday's match against Japan. The U.S. beat Japan 1-0 with a lone goal by Mallory Swanson. The Fresno State baseball team wrapping up opening weekend in the MLB Desert Invitational. The Bulldogs taking on Michigan State in Scottsdale, Arizona. They led 2-0 after 1, but they gave up 3 in the 3rd. 2 more in the 5th inning. Fresno State ultimately loses 7-4. They lose, and they're now 1-2 this season. Diamond Dogs return home on Thursday to open a 4-game series with Nebraska-Omaha. Bulldog softball wrapping up the Fresno State Kickoff Classic Sunday with a game against Idaho State. Bottom of the 5th, Bulldogs comfortably in front. Emma Martinez with a base hit to left. That scores Keahi Matson. Next batter now, Alicia Denby with 1 swing of the bat. She ends the game blasting a 3-run home run out to left field. Bulldogs win it 10-0 in 5 innings. Fresno State wraps the Kickoff Classic with a 2-3 finish. The Bulldogs are now 5-5 overall and return to action next week against Idaho State.
You know, the teams we played in between, they were good. You know, to me, Seattle is probably the best kept secret in America, and we know that Iowa State is a contender for the NCAA tournament. They gave us some information that we needed. We're not happy about the outcomes, but we need the information so we know how to get better.
I think this is just a learning moment for us. I think just trying to have some resiliency and just be able to persevere through these losses that we took. So I think it was just a good win for us to come out and just regroup and going into the next weekend have a good start.
And that's going to do it for sports. KC24 News continues after this.
The latest conditions live. The KC24 Valley Cam Network.
It's go time. The President's Day Sell-a-thon is on at your California Ford dealer. With a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery, it's go time. Now get an extra $1,000 cash on our lineup of Ford SUVs. Your choice: Escape, Bronco Sport, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Don't wait, California, because it's go time during the President's Day Sell-a-thon at your California Ford dealers. Now get a low APR of 1.9% for 60 months plus $1,000 cash on the 2022 Ford Explorer. Hurry, it all ends February 20th.
At Long John Silver's, our $6 shrimp baskets will save you from the sea of sandwich sameness. Whether they're fried to golden perfection or sizzling on the grill, our $6 shrimp baskets will have you hooked. Order online at longjohnsilvers.com. This year.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. It's the 3rd year.
During the Les Schwab Founders Celebration Sale, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
People remember ads with a catchy song. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a little number you'll never forget.
Customize and save.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Recently, there's been a lot of debate about California's energy policies. Here are some facts to consider. Fact: California has shut down about 25% of local oil production in the last 4 years. Fact: if we aren't producing the oil we need locally, it has to come from somewhere else. Fact: California is now forced to import 75% of the oil we use, mostly from foreign countries. Result: an unstable energy supply and even higher gas prices for working families. Learn more about California's energy policies.
This is KC24 News at 11.
Well, welcome back. A young man who brings smiles to drivers' faces in Arlington is finding out that when you put a little happiness into the world, it comes back to you. Noel Walker has this story.
Traffic doesn't usually spark joy. But at the corner of Cooper and Pleasant Ridge, outside the Parks Mall at Arlington, there is someone who is determined to make people stop.
You're an inspiration. Oh, yeah. I love you, man.
And smile.
It feels good every day because I'm doing something positive.
Jalen Ford is a combination of constant motion and perpetual joy, dancing to music only he can hear.
I listen to Taylor Swift.
Scurrying from one traffic median stage to another as if he's on roller skates.
I like this. This is fun.
And fun is contagious.
They're like, why is he so happy? Why is he dancing? Why is he so happy?
Happiness is contagious too. Just ask one of those drivers who passes by.
I don't know where he gets the energy, but he loves getting up in the morning and making people smile.
So what did you decide to do for him to try to make him happy?
He had expressed to me that he's a big Swiftie. He loves Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, I just like all her songs. You know, I can't name one song that I don't like.
He told me she was coming to concert here soon in Arlington and that he'd love to be there. And so I decided to see what I can do.
Those commuters donated enough money so Jalen can hear Taylor sing. And not just in his earbuds.
I'm showing people how to be happy, you know, and how I appreciate that, you know, everything that's coming around. I know, man, I'm supposed to be honky.
Because no man is an island when he's dancing on one.
I love you, man.
And Beloit Memorial High School will make history as the first school in Rock County, Wisconsin to introduce an AP African Studies program. Destin Howard spoke with a teacher of that course and a student who says he wishes he would have had more opportunities like this.
I feel like it's good for us to step out the box and learn about all of our history, not just some of it.
Beloit Memorial High School will be offering an AP African Studies course this fall, making history as the first to do so in Rock County. Senior Chris Woods is happy to see his school making this change.
I actually do wish I got more of this type of education just because the MLK, Black History, that's good to learn, you know what I'm saying, but it gets repetitive, you know.
The course explores African civilizations, the African diaspora, the civil rights movement, arts, and culture.
Why do you think it's important that, you know, Black and brown kids are getting exposed to, you know, this type of education that they may not have been getting before?
If it were up to me, they'd be getting it from kindergarten on because multicultural education is important for all students. And I think for any student to be able to see themselves in the curriculum, you have an opportunity for them to really, buy into the education.
The course is open to 10th through 12th graders. There will be multiple classes making room for any student who wants to join.
And I feel like it's a good opportunity for the students to learn about it, you know what I'm saying, and take it in, because not every school, not every course goes through all of that. They just tell you the basics.
We believe in inclusivity. We believe in everybody. And when I say multicultural education is for everybody, I mean that. This AP African American Studies is not only for African American students, it's for everybody.
The California storms have come and gone, and we kept you safe and informed. KC24, your local authority on everything weather. The most accurate weather coverage for whatever comes next. Trust KC24, your local weather authority.
Your health is your life.
When it rushes to greet you, you realize what matters. These moments where tears and laughter mix. They hold our attention. They hold us together. It's why we hope, why we work, and it's how we live. By holding on to our health, we hold on to life. And so we're here with you for life.
Right now, enjoy a McDouble, McChicken, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Mix and match any two for just $3.99 and pair it with a soft drink like a Dr. Pepper.
Experience the possibilities of anti-aging medicine at Maj Medical Clinic. Dr. Majzubi's treatment uses the healing benefits of your own stem cells for your optimum health.
I had stabbing pains in my legs from neuropathy. I did a lot of research, and it kept coming up with stem cells. It was a miracle, honestly. I felt better the next day.
If you're suffering from asthma, COPD, arthritis, autoimmune disease, or other neurologic conditions, call Maj Medical Clinic and see if stem cell treatment and cellular therapy are right for you.
What makes Best Reviews the best reviews?
Milk?
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
It's the Epic RV Show, featuring blowout pricing on the top-selling travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Brands like Genesis Supreme Vortex, Overnighter and Seabreeze, Keystone Raptor, Forest River Vengeance, Wolfpack, Shockwave, Salem, and No Boundary StarCraft by Jayco, and more. No hidden fees, easy financing, and we need your trade. Buy now, receive this weight distribution hitch at no additional charge. That's the Epic RV Show on 41, next to Valley Children's Hospital in Madera.
Does this look like you? Then choose Calviva Health for low or no-cost doctor visits, wellness checks, mental health, and over 1,600 quality providers. Calviva Health.
The Central Valley's choice for Medi-Cal.
Next week on Ksee 24 Sunrise, it's President's Day. We'll be here in the studio while some of you are enjoying your extended weekend, and a job fair for the Visalia Rawhide. All that and more next week on Ksee 24 Sunrise.
Well, welcome back. A large bike party in honor of Mardi Gras took place today. Now, this event was put on by Fresno Bike Party. It's an organization that's been in existence for about 10 years, and it's free for anyone who owns a bike. You can now come out and join the group during the rides. You can come out and join the group during the rides. They have rules, though, before you join the group, and their main focus is safety. The organizer, Mary Lott, said traffic is monitored, and that is to keep the riders safe.
It's a fun thing, family oriented. All bikes are welcome. You'll see BMX bikes, there'll be some custom bikes, puppy bikes, whatever. And it's just something we do the third Friday of every month, just to go out and ride and have fun.
Take an artisanal tortilla, add some fire-grilled pollo perfection, maybe a little slow-braised beef. Grill, dip, eat, and repeat. New Loco Burrito Grillers, only from El Pollo Loco. Feed the flame.
Hey, can I ask you something?
It's not about all the times your teen shuts you down. It's about the times they don't. Believe it or not, you're still their biggest influence. Having ongoing conversations with your teens about the risks of cannabis cuts their chance of future misuse.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I guess.
Ask questions.
How you been feeling?
And take time to listen to their experiences. Find more helpful tools at letstalkcannabis.cdph.ca.gov.
It would appear that
The butler did it.
But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
Our citrus marinated slow grill famous pollo. Got to order by us so it can be enjoyed by you. The family feast. 8 pieces of pollo, 2 sides, an avocado salad, and churros. Starting at $24. El Pollo Loco. Feed the flame.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Stay healthy. Boost your immune system at Madge Medical Clinic with our special high-dose IV vitamin C therapy. Call 559-740-7989.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their employees and affiliates. The following is a paid presentation for the Good Feet Store, improving the quality of people's lives 2 feet at a time. Do you suffer from foot pain? How about knee, hip, or back pain?
The pain was so much that I couldn't really focus on my job.
I would end the day with sore feet, sore legs.
And I would tiptoe out of bed because my heels hurt so badly.
The pain was really bad in my knees, my ankles, even in my hips sometimes.
For the last 30 years, people who've struggled to find a long-term solution finally found the relief they'd been searching for, thanks to Good Feet arch supports that are only available from the Good Feet Store.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch supports, no knee pain, no neck pain, I'm completely pain-free.
I was living with chronic pain before going to the Good Feet Store. Now I don't really have that problem.
When I went to the Good Feet Store, I had free fittings. I got to try them on for free. So I walked around in the store and I started sobbing because I had no pain.
My mom took me into Good Feet, and then that's when we got my arch supports. A week after I got them, I was like, holy cow, like all of a sudden the pain just went away.
If you suffer from foot, knee, hip, or back pain, Good Feet arch supports can help relieve, even eliminate it.
If you have foot pain, it's not normal and you need to do something about it. The Good Feet arch support system can be highly effective for pain relief because of their special design.
And that persistent backache, that pain in your knees and hips, could be due to your feet not being properly aligned. The Good Feet arch supports can help relieve the pain by addressing the source of the problem.
The Good Feet arch support system can not only alleviate, but also eliminate all the aches and pains in your lower body is because it's supporting those 4 arches and giving you a proper alignment.
Coming up on today's program, you'll meet real people who have real pain that's drastically limiting their quality of life, who've tried all types of solutions with no success. Then they'll go to the Good Feet store, where they'll be personally fitted by an arch support specialist from over 300 models and sizes as they try them for the very first time. Then we'll check in with them a few weeks later to see whether or not they've helped. So stay tuned to see if the Good Feet store delivered the solution they'd been searching for, and learn how personally fitted Good Feet arch supports can help relieve your pain, improve your balance, performance, and comfort. For over 30 years, the Good Feet store and Good Feet arch supports have been helping improve the quality of people's lives by alleviating, even eliminating their foot, knee, hip, and back pain. They're not sold in drugstores, online, or anywhere else. Try the Good Feet system for yourself with a free personalized fitting and test walk and see how they work for you before you buy. Just stop in at the Good Feet store near you or schedule an appointment. Now let's meet some real people with real pain who are looking for a solution. Joe's Inn is a local legend. At a place this popular, the team is always on their feet and in motion. That often finds them working in pain.
The pain that I experience the most is foot pain. From being on my feet all day, the back pain is a dull ache.
My feet always hurt. My knees hurt, my hips hurt, my back hurt. It was a little bit of everything.
My arches will be a bit sore.
A lot of times in the service industry, you accept it. It's like, I'm just gonna push through it, but you're only hurting yourself.
This crew has tried just about everything to find some relief from their aches and pains.
Chiropractor, back braces,
ibuprofen, hot baths.
Stopped running, different shoes.
Despite all of their disappointments, the Joe's Inn team remains cautiously hopeful about finding a long-term pain relief solution.
Life without pain, that would be incredible.
I hope that I won't feel the pain my whole life. If I can find remedies, if I can find adjustments and things to do, I would love that.
So keep watching as they try something else for the very first time. The Josen team has now made it to the Good Feet store, where they're hoping to find a solution for their pain.
Hi, welcome to the Good Feet store. You want to have a seat with me? We can discuss what brings you in.
Tori was wonderful. She immediately greeted me with warmth, and she was eager to figure out what was going on. She was eager to hear my story.
As an arch support specialist for Good Feet, I get to talk with